Well, the tourism minister also shed light on developments taking place at the Nassau Airport Development Company and one of the airport's tenants. Clint Watson has that.
Tourism Minister the Honorable Dionisio de Aguilar, in offering an explanation as to why the board of the Nassau Airport Development Company was dismissed once they took office, explained how a tenant believed to be a major supporter of the Progressive Liberal Party was allowed to owe rent in the millions because of alleged political intervention and approval by the board.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, there is a large tenant who operated 5 stores in LPIA. How she got 5 stores in the first place is mind-boggling to me and reeks of an all-for-me baby policy adopted by someone some time ago. 6? Okay. Anyway, Mr. Deputy Speaker, as soon as the government changed in 2012, this tenant stopped paying rent. And by the end of December 2016, owed N.A.D $3.3 million. I am told that every effort that was made by N.A.D to collect this money was rebuffed by direct intervention by the political directorate, telling N.A.D to back off and stand down.
But these comments drew a strong rebuttal from the former Minister of Aviation and MP for Angleton, Glenys Hannah Martin, who rose on a point of order.
I want him to say in this parliament who gave, which political, he's saying the political directorate gave directions.
It wasn't you.
No, no. You gotta make, no. You make sure you indicate to this parliament what you are saying. What is going on in this parliament, man? Throwing as much mud and innuendo and slack talk as you want against Bahamians in this place or outside this place. I'm asking the member, Mr. Deputy, if he can be specific. He's saying that that there was political, how did he put it? Political directive. I was the minister responsible, and I am not going to allow that to stay on the record of this parliament.
Well, Deputy Speaker Don Saunders, after a heated exchange between the tourism minister and Hannah Martin, made this ruling.
The chair is going to rule that the chair sees nothing wrong and no breach made by Freetown, and the chair is going to allow Freetown to continue and finish his contribution.
That ruling resulted in opposition leader Philip Davis rising to his feet to contest that decision.
It would be parliamentary for me to say in this house what I may hear about anyone or any place, and that will be okay. And continue, because I've heard a lot of things about a lot of people, just as they would have heard a lot of things about me, maybe. Well, it's proper for me just to say, because I could say right now here a lot of things, even about you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. Would that be proper? It's not proper, because there are a lot of scurrilous things that we hear about each other.
However, the chair upheld his ruling. Continuing with his contribution, the tourism minister said the tenant, fearing the government may be changing, approached the board of N.A.D to make a special arrangement.
Where N.A.D would write off $1.2 million of her receivable and allow her to repay the remaining balance over time if she would simply give up 1 store. The deal was signed on the 3rd of March 2017, a mere 2 months before the general election, and she is currently abiding by the terms of that agreement. However, this F&M government takes grave exception to this tenant because of well-known connections, being allowed to not pay her rent for 5 years, and then having $1.2 million of her outstanding rent simply written off by the board for no apparent reason. This board, in the view of this government, acted improperly, conveying and condoning special favors to persons who are not deserving of such, and therefore they were summarily dismissed. The government will investigate the legality of the agreement that was drawn up with the view to having it cancelled. If it is found that it cannot be cancelled, I will warn that tenant, you better stay current, or we will allow N.A.D to do what it needs to do, and what it was never allowed to do.
Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.